Hey, welcome back to the Slots with Sean podcast. My name's Sean. I am your host, and today I am joined with New Jersey slot guy John. John, how you doing, man?
I am doing very well, and I thank you very much for having me, Sean. Of course,
Uh,
thank you, man.
Absolutely. I'm loving that you were able to join today. Why don't you give folks a quick introduction of who you are?
So I am NJ Slack. I am based out of New Jersey. Obviously, there wasn't a lot that went into that name. I've been doing this 5 years, going on six. I'm going on 6 years this August. It would be, and I gotta say, it has flown. I can't believe how the community has grown
Hmm.
as a whole, as many people as there is, and I'm sure we'll touch base on a 100,000 different things, which would make my statement make more sense. But thank you from Jersey. Yeah, we don't have to talk about age and stuff, right? We don't have to care about all that.
Yeah.
But you got me in a relaxed mode because luckily I am at the Hard Rock in Tampa right now actually filming. So I took a break in filming to come film with you, Sean. It's always work.
I would say creators never stop, right? Everything is content. So,
Always, always, man.
everything. When did you get down to town? Into Hard
I
Rock?
got I got in last night. Met a an OG here in Slot Cracker, and just hung out because we are friends outside of this as well. And it just it rallies into a night, 2 3 a.m. night, but up at 7 a.m. man, down on the floor filming to make up for, you know, you could party hard, you could work hard. So that's how it goes, man. So I just got here, so I'm just getting settled. You got me nice and relaxed. I'm in relax mode. I feel like you got the t-shirt. You're lucky I'm not in a guinea tee, actually, Sean. That's where it was gonna go. Next one, we'll do that to the next one for the people.
For folks that and this could be part of the blooper reel if we want later, but joined the call and I startled you. You had no idea that I had joined the call
I
with you. You were in super relaxation mode, total
Oh, it was
zen.
good. How was it? You got to, yeah, tell the people you got to see it. Now I don't know how long you were there for. We never discussed that, but yeah, I was,
No.
that's exactly what I do. Hey, listen, I've never talked about it before, so why not? So my relaxation mode is, taking a break from this, or having to take a break because the phone doesn't allow it if I don't have my mobile charger. Coming
Hmm.
up, having to eat a meal. I mean, a muffin. We don't have spreads and omelets and all that. We don't have time for that. So this is, like I said, this is pure relaxation mode. But you caught me in it, man. You had the balcony door open. I don't know what I was what I happened to be smoking at that time, and just singing. I sing at the top of my lungs. People have to hate me at hotels. Shout out to Mid South Slots who had a connector room with me in Vegas. So he really got it in the morning, dude. He's getting Italian opera at full, blast. Sometimes you're getting Tupac. You never know, man. It's a
I love
variety
it.
hour.
NJ Slot guy on just shuffle.
Yeah,
Love
that's it, man. That's it. That's exactly what it is. That's
it.
exactly what it is. Yep.
I gotta say, I'm slightly disappointed because I did not hear any singing when I joined the call. So,
Good. No, nobody said anything about being a good singer. I was
yeah.
just saying, sing at full thing. So it's better off, I think, for you, Sean, that you didn't happen to hear what was going on. Did you happen to hear the music that was on, though?
Yes. I'm not gonna give a rendition though. Yeah.
No, no, I was going to say, what was it? What song was I playing? I don't even
Uh,
remember.
the time of your life. Is it
There it
Green Day?
is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. It is Green Day. However, that was Boyce Avenue that was singing
Oh
that. I love
yes.
different. I love different. Different singers to different songs. I don't know what the hell. What are those covers? Different
Hmm.
covers. I love that. And when people can nail it, man, I'm a big music guy. Again,
Hmm.
let's do this for episode 2, Sean. Let's do
Yeah.
this for episode 2.
Yeah. No, I feel like a poser. You can't see it on this camera, but I have the guitar and the piano next to me, and I don't play. My partner does. So.
Oh man, you understand what was going to happen right there. I was going to go,
Exactly.
whoa,
Exactly.
hold on, request, two
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Give
We're
me
gonna
some
drop an
piano.
album real quick.
Little Mozart.
Hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right. So you had mentioned at the top of the call you've been doing this for 6 years now. So this means you started before the pandemic.
Yeah,
And obviously, I think the pandemic exploded our community. People were
yeah,
at
it did.
home. There were very few things to do. Casinos were closed, but then open. One of the only entertainment venues that we could go to. So I think that kind of added fuel to the fire. But what was it like for you to get started? Like, what started this road that you're on?
So I happened to be watching, I happened to be sitting on my couch with my father, just, floating around with the YouTube, Apple TV. I had just gotten
Mhm.
it at the time, and just searching random stuff. I always went to the casino with my parents. I don't know what made me think of this, but I was like, Dad, what's a machine that you don't see anymore? Let's look it up and see if we could find it on
Mm.
YouTube. Maybe somebody's playing it. I don't know what made me think that, Sean, but that was it. Boom, I click on it and I go, what is this? I go, there's a guy playing a machine for 6, 7 minutes. I go, I gotta watch this. Now that turned into a 4 hour night,
Yeah.
of diving into it. And I want to say, I mean, I could be wrong. Don't quote me with this number. There had to be like under 20 channels at that time. It was
Mm.
very early stages. Like those big channels that exist now, they were already established and
Mm.
up and coming. And I had just like snuck in at the bottom of that,
Yeah.
And then um, I didn't think it was. I was like, "What is it? What is going on?" I go to Atlantic City all the time. This can't be real. Like, there's no way. So I'm like, I'm gonna pull my phone out and do this. But I didn't say anything. I had no idea. Like this, what you see was not what started. I had no clue what to do. I was
Mm.
like, I'm gonna sign up for a YouTube channel, pull out my phone, and just go like this, and I did. And I just started hammering it. Like I was putting out like 2 videos a day. Like I didn't know what to do. 4 minutes
Mhm.
video. I stopped it. Barely spoke. And I'm putting it out, and I'm like 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers. I go, this can't be real. This is not really happening right now. And I'm like,
Mhm.
let's dive in. Then I started to speak, and
Yeah.
people lost their minds, Sean. They lost their minds between the accent,
Yeah.
the cursing, the drinking, the smoking, the
Yeah.
mayhem that occurred because everybody that was out and established at that point, and who still are, they're the biggest channels out there, clean cut,
Mm.
straight to the point, high limit, stuff.
Mhm.
I was just bringing a different aspect into it, of this whole, entertainment industry and now community that we're in.
Right.
Then it went wild. And speaking to some of those top creators at that point and them telling me, you're one of the fastest growing channels I've ever seen. That went right through me. And I was like,
Yeah.
now we don't stop. Gas
Mhm.
down, let's go. And reading all those comments and speaking to other creators and them bringing out of me what I didn't know I had,
Mm.
naturally made it that much easier to grow and establish. And it grew so fast, Sean. I went from 5,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers before I could even know what the hell was going on.
Mm.
So how could you not take that and run with it? And then a whole nother thing starts meeting the creators, people recognizing you. And, this
Mhm.
is a whole nother road that I'm sure we can go down too. But, that was it. That's how it started. And then
Mm.
from the people, from the creators themselves, gas down, man, just went forward with it and it exploded into, what it currently is now.
I love that. Do you remember what that first video was that you watched or who that creator was?
Absolute first video I ever watched was The Big Payback. It was a Zeus
Big.
gigantic jackpot machine.
Mm.
However, excuse me, I did say I was watching with my father and we picked, a video. I don't remember who that one was.
Mm.
Whatever that one was is what sparked it to
Mhm.
go and dive in. And I remember when I dove in specifically, I remember that Zeus machine from the Big Payback, massive hit, still out there to this day. And um, and then it was East Coast slots. Those
Mhm.
two were really who I was diving into. And shocker, East Coast is from the East Coast. Tim's from Ohio. We're really all East Coast people, so
Yeah.
naturally I dove into that. But I mean, at that time, from poking around and picking around, I was watching Brian and Scott and
Mhm.
Lady Luck and oh my God, there's so many. NG Slotman Jack. Um, so many. Then it spiraled into that. Those two I remember because East Coast Slots had sent me an email before I was monetized. This is awesome creator stuff.
Mhm.
Um, Sent me an email. He goes, "Hey man, stop posting so much. Like you aren't monetized. You're costing yourself money." And I'm like, I was just watching this guy on TV. He's emailing me. Like,
Yeah.
this is craziness. Then that turned into a phone call. And I'm hearing the guy that I'm watching. I'm like, this is really happening right now. Like what the hell's going on? And luckily with that guidance, started to learn a little bit and then got on a phone call with Tim the Big Payback and Slotman Jack and got to speak to them both, as creators. I couldn't believe that they were giving me their time. And
Mhm.
that also brought out of me to do the same, which I did,
Mhm.
which I have, and which I'm never going to stop. And now it just keeps, spiraling in a good way, in a way that I want it to, as you can see with
Mhm.
with the whole giant event that went together and just anywhere I go, I just,
Yeah.
I love meeting other people, especially creators. we can all learn from each other, man. We could
Mhm.
get a lot further together than by ourselves. Period.
Yeah, I say
That's
this all the
a
all the
fact.
time. There's room for everybody. That
It's infinite. It's
there
an infinite
there
piece of pie. Let's
yeah,
all eat from it. Let's all eat
correct.
from it,
And like once one video ends, the next video is going to come on, and people are going to continue to watch you, right? So there's no competition. There's no
And there shouldn't be.
end of the race. So I appreciate the camaraderie that I've gotten to experience in this community so far. Folks are genuinely kind,
Yeah,
and to your
agreed.
point, are very kind with their time too, and wanting to coach and mentor. And I haven't met someone with a you know huge ego yet, which is really
Right.
nice. So
Right. Good. Good. And I
yeah,
hope you don't. I hope you don't run into that.
yeah,
And don't fall for all the rumors, the drama, the
right.
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I try to tell people too, because I mean, come on, Sean. We're in a community, and just like high school, there is
Mm-hmm.
drama amongst people, and who hates who and who doesn't like who. And you know what I hear a lot of? I hear a lot of like first impressionary things where I don't know, somebody struck some, and I'm like, that's it? Like, that's it? That's all you give somebody is one chance, one little night that happens. You don't know what that person was going through, what that
Mm-hmm.
person, like, let's say, let's use Tim. Let's use Tim because you'll never have a bad experience with Tim. But let's say you happen to approach, the big payback or whatnot, and he just happened to like push you off a little bit or whatnot. How do you know this man didn't just lose a ton of money creating? How do you know he didn't just screw up a video? How do you
Mm-hmm.
know he wasn't just told to stop filming? There are so many things that go into that. We
Mm-hmm.
have families and lives. Who knows what you're dealing with at home? Like, don't go by that first impression. And I'm talking creator
Right.
to creator. I'm not talking fans and all that stuff because you know what? We're in a community of entertainment. There's going to be people who don't like you no matter what, audience wise. And there's
Correct.
nothing you can do about that. So you just deal with that. I'm talking creator to creator. Like, don't just go off one first impression. I mean, unless the person literally told you to go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give it a chance. We're all in this together. Give it another chance. You never know what you're missing out on. You never know what friends you can make. I made lifelong friends in this. I'm absolutely sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome to say. And I don't want anybody to miss out on that.
Well said. Well said. I've interviewed a few folks now, and I've gotten some folks in my DMs, and they're like, "How could you allow that person on your channel?" And this
Oh,
stuff. I just
please. I
ignore
know,
it.
man.
Just
I know.
ignore it.
Yeah, that's all, Sean. That's
Yeah.
the best thing to do with anything
Mm-hmm.
as a creator to another creator to all the creators. Your
Mm-hmm.
best bet with anything, of course, is to always just shut the hell up. That's
Yeah.
where my problem is because sometimes I think that because I have that filter. And I like I like to be blunt with people, but more of an in-person thing. If I was telling you something or speaking on something, I would rather you see that so you could feel my emotion and passion and you can get a read from me. Text messages, emails, videos where you can't see me, that doesn't tell a story. You know what I mean? So never,
Right.
ever, ever go by that. Is all I can say to everybody. That's it. Not everybody could get along. We get that. We're human beings. You don't have to like me. That's fine. That's what makes us human beings. That's awesome. Nobody's telling you got to be friends with 100 other creators. Nobody. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
That's all. I'm just saying. Just
I
want
love
everybody
it.
to be nice to each other. That's all.
Can't we all just get along? The
Oh
title
my
of
God,
the
we live in a
episode.
world of hate. We live in a world of hate. Why
Yeah.
add to it? Why add to the world of hate?
Yeah.
Let's not do
Uh,
that.
agreed. Switching gears a little bit. You've been in this now for 6 years. Where are you going? Like, what is guiding your path right now?
Okay, so I would the goals in the casino are always those $1 million jackpots, top grand jackpots, obviously,
Yeah.
right? Like all that stuff. But as a creator, I would love for this to branch into 6, 7, 9, 12 different things, no matter what it may be. That's what I'm hoping this leads to. Yeah, of course, I want to be the number one channel, making the most money, getting the most views, all that stuff. Of course, that's always a goal,
Hmm.
but I'm not a, egg in one basket. I like eggs all over the friggin' place. Give
Yeah.
me the ocean, right? Like that's what I say. So I want it to branch off into 5 different things. Who knows? A podcast, maybe a licensing agreement with whoever, paid partnerships. I wasn't even thinking of that. You
Hmm.
know, stuff like that. Who knows? A brand of some kind of merchandise that hits it big. Who knows? Maybe I'll
Hmm.
invent something that makes your life easier at the slot machine. I don't know. They already did the buttons on the chairs; those failed. I don't know. Maybe I'll put like a microchip in you. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
it's infinite. Like I said, an infinite piece of pie. There's stuff that you and I can't even think about. or process that won't happen for another 5 or 10 years, that we weren't even thinking of can branch. So that's
Mm.
all I want to do. I want to be a branch. I want to be a giant tree. How about that? Can I be a tree?
You're a tree.
A tree with 100 branches on it. And I want everybody to
Yeah.
succeed from that, learn from that, do better from that, so on and so on.
And say one of the things that I liked most about what you just shared was there are endless possibilities. And I feel like folks look at it just through this one singular lens of I'm going to make content, I'm going to post it to YouTube, and I will create, I'll monetize and create a little bit of income from it and whatever. There are so many other alternatives. Like you
Yeah,
said, brand deals. You could,
everything.
yeah, collab with casinos, merchandise, like whatever. But what comes to that point is building that brand first. If you had to describe what your brand is, like how would you describe it?
Oh man, what a question. That's one I should have had to study for on that one. You should have,
Yeah.
you should have texted me that one on the side. Um, Good question, Sean. What would my, you know, I don't have a good, I don't have a good brand right now, right? Because I'm the X-rated, the bad boy of slots, DGen Nation, run it through the garden. The brand, honestly, with me is just, oh man, how would you brand yourself?
I mean, if you're gonna
Sean,
sin, you might as well do all the sins, right? So,
listen. Good one, good one. Yes, I'd rather laugh laugh with the sinners and cry with the saints. Billy Joel.
Hmm.
I always say that, man. I mean, I I don't know, Sean. That's a good question. Can we go back? Can we go? Can I get a pass? I've
You
been
got to
doing a lot of
pass.
talking here. Can I get a
You
pass?
got to pass.
Let's go
Although
back.
the
That was
quoting
really a
Billy
good
Joel
question.
could be your brand, you know.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. Hey, man, Billy Joel. If you could rip some Billy Joel on that piano right now, Sean, that would have made this. That would have made this such a better day for me.
Yeah, 100% not happening today. Um, so maybe a lighter question, a little softball question for you. If you could design your own slot machine, like what are the must-have features for that machine for you?
Don't do that either. Do you know how hard that is? Now, let me. I hate answering a question with a question. Have you been to the Global Gaming Expo by any
Oh, I've
chance?
been. Yes, I actually.
Okay. Uh-oh. What do we got?
Um,
The pass? Were you there this past October?
no, I had the influencer pass, but I couldn't make it with some family
Okay.
stuff. But I was there 2 years ago and 3 years ago.
You gonna go this year?
I'm waiting for that application to go live. Hell yeah! I already
All
have
right.
my room booked and everything. My flights are
Put a
booked. I'm
put a
ready.
night. Just put 2 hours aside for me. Just give me
Okay,
2 hours.
done.
We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna introduce you to some people. We're gonna have a
Yeah,
great time. Okay, so be prepared for that. Tune in October. That'll be episode 2 of this. Is the follow up from
yeah,
Vegas? You want to do that, Sean? Honestly, because
absolutely,
because I didn't
absolutely.
I didn't I didn't get you at Foxwoods. So now
Mm,
now I'm gonna get you in Vegas. So we're
yeah,
gonna have some fun. Anyways, back to what the hell were we just talking about?
slot machine
Come on,
design.
Sean. Slot machine design. Okay,
Yeah.
so when I was at G2E, I ended up grabbing one of the designers to a machine at Blueberry, and we were talking, and we ended up having a conversation, and he ended up emailing me. I mean, this long,
Hmm.
and he had said to me, if you were, the same exact question you said, and I'm just like, damn. So I'm known for cherries, gotta love those cherries, but I can't. Cherries are everywhere. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I can't do that. So to try to think of a symbol or something, like what would I have in it? What would the bonuses be? Would it be a bonus? Would I just be a plain Jane machine? Do you see me being a plain old school machine, or
No,
do
you'd be
you
the
see me
loudest
being a
machine on the
game?
floor, man.
Okay, there it is, Sean. Right. So you'll hear me from a mile away, and I want to be right outside of the high limit room. I don't want to be in the high limit room, not yet, at least.
Hmm.
Right? I want to be right outside of there, and I want to hit you 5 different ways that you don't even know what's coming.
Hmm.
Because as a creator, just talking about this with Slotcracker, this isn't as fun anymore as a gambler because it has become work. I'm trying to make the best content for you.
Yeah.
Whatever happens here. That's great, but you're my focus. Is the entertainment that goes behind this.
Mm.
So when saying something like that, I'm like, what would that be? I would have those 5 different ways to hit you, because the best part of playing downstairs is not knowing what the hell's happening. That's my
Mm.
fun. Like, oh my God, wait, what is this? And then what is this turns into, oh my God, this is awesome. Right? Play a game that you've played for 10 years. It ain't fun. You know it's going to have Tabasco. Okay, oh, hey, there it is. I know the math before it comes out. What the hell fun is that? I don't want to know what's happening. I want you to learn with me. You know what I mean? So I want to be one of these machines that just, you have no idea what's going on. However, as a machine, you're not going to do this 0, 0, 0 stuff. You're going to get paid a lot.
Yeah.
You're not going to get paid a lot, but
Yeah.
you're going to get paid. I want you to feel like a winner sometimes. All these 0 spins, I got to chase bonuses. What are we doing here? I don't want you to have to chase this. Maybe I'll do the bald bonus. See what we're doing here? Then we got the
bonus.
beard, the bald guy. Then we have the DJ Nation bonus. That's for when you up the spins. On Buffalo sometimes the extra spins are here. You would have to hit those 2, for that bonus to be activated. See? Now we're going somewhere. We're creating this machine together. But I'm going to tell you something. This is recorded right now. So if you try to make this machine, Sean, without my approval, we're going to have a problem with it.
You claim the copyright right now.
Really, it would be just a bunch of sayings, a bunch of quotes. I would try to make you laugh with my machine, kind of like that. The Hangover machine makes me laugh, and the Anchorman machine makes me laugh. Like something like that, man. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to have a good time. I'll probably be a 5-cent machine, and then they'll pull me in 2 months when they realize it doesn't make any money, and then I'll be in a garbage. That's the story, Sean. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, you'll end up in someone's basement arcade.
Yes, and yeah, good. Then it'll be illegal gambling. Good, that my face and brands will be all over. Good.
Yeah, the true D-Gen.
What would the name of that machine be? D-Gen. It would just say like D-Gen across the top, real nice, like the what's that? The Playboy machine. Yeah. The Playboy machine. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but just have like nice lights, and like you said, you'll hear it from a mile away, right, Sean? Because
yeah.
I'm sure I'm too loud. I see it going up in the red a lot, so you're probably gonna have to cut, half of the stuff or lower my voice. I don't know.
They can see your machine coming with the button broken already, and like
I'm not always. I'll
like
have,
spit on the screen, like
I'm gonna have. I'm not just gonna have one handle. I'm gonna have 2 handles. I want a handle on the left side for the lefties, and I want a handle on the right side for the righties. Yeah. And for one of the bonuses, now you got to pull it down at the same time, match. See, look at this creation of a game.
This is a development in progress right here. This is gaming development in progress. So I'm going to circle back to your brand question because I feel like that is truly what's going to dictate the design of your machine, right? So you mentioned the bald bonus, the D-Gen stuff. So these are, I think if we're looking at your value propositions for my marketing hat on, like these are the concepts, these are the buzzwords that we'll have to focus on. I'll make you a brand kit. We'll be fine.
We should do a brand kit for me. I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know where to start. Sean, I'm so far behind. It doesn't even, like NJ Slack. Like, let's think about this is how much of a, I didn't think this was a real thing. And by the way, I could have changed my name 73 times, but I didn't.
You're
and then I see these names come out, like Mr. Handpay. And I go, you son of a, you know what I mean? Like that could have been, that's a great name. Like, NJ Slot Guy. I have now, I only exist here, it's NJ Slot Guy. Do you know, like people, first of all, my comment section is brutal, Sean. Stay away from it. For your own good, stay away from it. These people are brutal. I love it. I don't want anything else. I want a bunch of Don Rickles, hardcore people in there. God forbid you say the wrong thing to me. You have a bunch of degenerates attack you now. And it's but they attack me. Hey, I mean, it's fair game. I'm fair game for them too. So they constantly abuse me for the stuff that I, play. So if I'm in Florida right now, and I'm in Tampa, Florida, so aren't you NJ Sly Guy? What? What does that mean? I could only play
I'm slots with Sean, so I feel you.
Oh yeah. What are you doing?
The most basic name, Dude Luck. Come on, Dude Luck. That's a great name, Mr. Handpay. That's a great name.
Slots with Sean is fantastic. I don't know what you're saying.
I was going for alliteration, but it's there are more creative ways.
Slots with Sean. That's it. Can you NJ Slot Guy? We're gonna figure this. I just went NJ. I'm an NJ. I was like playing slots, and I'm a guy. NJ Slot Guy. That was easy. Not thinking of the possibilities that lay before me, of which could have been Mr. Handpay and all the other great ones that are out there that so I could have been Jackpot John or Degenerate Deli. I don't know. I could have been something better than this, and I could have changed it. I could change it today, Sean, but it's too late, my friend. We're pot committed. We're committed. We're committed. The turn just came out. This guy called, which I didn't think
Hmm.
he was going to do. Now we have him depending on that river. So let's go.
Yeah.
Of course, it turns into a gambling.
Hmm.
Yeah, as
References
always.
are always gambling
Reference.
related.
Yeah, of course. Shocking.
You just said the word degenerate, and
Yeah.
immediately was like degenerate. Like those could be like your followers, the degenerates. So
Is that a new shirt? That's good. That's
that's
going to
for
come
you,
out.
man. That was free. That
That's a freebie.
that
Next
was
one,
a
not
freebie.
free. I thought the
Yeah.
slot design and brand and everything. You asked me questions and you answered them. So thank you, Sean. Are you going to do
You're
that
so welcome.
for the
You're
rest?
so welcome. We
Oh,
briefly alluded to Sloticon here a question or two ago. I am still unclear of the origination of that, and I feel
oh
like I've heard
man.
your name associated with some of the creation
Yeah.
or what. So talk me through that process. What happened there?
Yeah. So it was a thought, and I mean, you have I mean, multiple people have had this thought. And I've been thinking of this for years too. And I just happened to be with Mr. Handpay up at Foxwoods, and we were just talking about it, and it happened to be like, I'm like, wait a minute. I said, you have the pull here,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I do too. I mean, you're not going to say no to him coming to your place. Me, you
Mm-hmm.
could tell me, they may drive 3 hours up to go do a live stream and then tell me I couldn't film. I had to drive back home, Sean.
Yeah.
3 hours. That's how important I am in this situation.
Yeah.
So let's just say that anything that I'm about to say, I have to credit Mr. Handpay with, because it wouldn't have happened there or how it happened if it wasn't for him. So we can say that. But we were having the conversation, and it blossomed into, we're here. Why don't we talk to the people? And we set up
Mm.
something. We ended up sitting down with them and going, before we even spoke to anybody, this was just between Jason and myself. And maybe I slipped it to Tim at one point just through a friendly conversation, like, hey, I have this idea to, and Tim fires me the hell up because he's been to my group polls,
Mm.
and he always gets me going. And he's just like, he goes, you can crush this. And I went, let's go. He's my Mickey, right? Like, I'm Rocky, he's
Yeah.
my Mickey.
Yeah.
So, we turned it into a thing, sat down with the right people, gave it the thumbs up somewhat. And I was like, all right, I guess this is a thing. Now, you know, it turning into what it did, I could have done a lot better, but that's why we have, more than one, of course. Um, and I make sure I'm not trailing off here either, because I have so much to say about that event, Sean. So much from top to bottom. But
Mm.
that's it, man. That's how it originated, as an idea. I mean, Ron from Jackpot Beauties, even had this idea a while ago as well. Um, I've heard other people say it too, that they always wanted to do something, but it was always in Vegas because G2E was the easy thing to do. Everybody's there. You don't have to
Mm.
make anybody go out of their way.
Yeah.
Um, then I got the hold of, wait a minute. I'm like, we could set records here. I said, I want to get as many creators in the building as possible and get them all approval to film. I want everybody. I want 50 creators, is what I
Mm.
said out loud. I want 50 creators there with badges on, with nobody bothering them, just for a weekend. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want. I want you all to witness that, because I can witness that. I witness that right now while I'm in Tampa. It's the best thing ever. Nobody stops you. Everybody's nice. But I know what it's like to be stopped and
Mm.
kicked out and told to, and I know that the newer creators that are coming out deal with that more than anything. So I said, screw it. You couldn't get approval at Foxwoods? Well, guess what? Now you can. Come to Sloticon. I just,
Mm.
again, Sean, I wish I would have taken it a little bit more serious. Like, it led into me not being able to. I couldn't believe how many creators there are, by the way. That's when I found out how many there were
Yeah.
but not even close. Like, I had a list like this of, I think it was 121, and there was still 50 channels that I couldn't get their contact information for. I was trying to, like, send out a blast email to everybody, which
Mm.
became impossible, which I ended up doing, not realizing that it was going to pop up as spam because it looks like a chain letter, chain mail.
Mm.
There's creators that were finding my email, after the fact. Then it was, oh my God. I went through this list and I go, I forgot, boom, 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 like 11 other I said, screw it. I said, Foxwoods, do you want a certain amount of channels here, or am I good to go? And he's like, no, invite. So I went right to YouTube, Facebook. I put out a post this long inviting
Yeah.
everybody. Contact me. If you didn't contact me at that point, what can I say? I'm sorry you didn't get a personal email from me at first. I thought I was doing it the
I
right
accept
way.
your
I didn't.
apology. Yeah.
You understand? I got that already from
Yeah.
multiple people,
Yeah.
and thank you for being, so understanding about it. I did not realize how many creators there were. I did
Hmm.
not realize how hard it was to get in touch with creators because as a creator, you get messages from hundreds of people, hundreds of
Hmm.
different things. I send you a message. If I don't follow you, you don't follow me. It goes into a separate inbox. Who's not
Correct.
getting these messages? It was absolute mayhem. I could have
Hmm.
done better in a contact sense, and we could have had 50 creators there. So I got to take that, but I mean, I put it on my community pages every which way. Every creator I spoke to from then on out, I said, whoever creator wise, tell them they're invited to get in touch with me. Bang. You know what I mean? I started to, do that. We went back to the high school thing. Hey, tell this one, go. Hey, tell
Yeah.
this one, go. And
Yeah.
I just tried to get as many people as possible. And, it's my fault for not pushing it and making it a little more serious and maybe putting a friggin' post out every week. Guys, please get in touch with me. This is turning into something because it did. It
Hmm.
turned into a list. Sean, we almost pulled the plug on it twice. We had 9 people.
Really?
Yes, and that's the
Wow.
truth. It was going nowhere. The communication was horrible, horrible. I'm sorry, I don't mean to put Foxwoods on blast there. The communication with them was horrible. If they would have just let myself and Mr. Handpay just say do it all, we could have, and we could have knocked it out of the park. But I understand as a property, they have to get involved at some point. I'm sure they can't just say, who are you? I don't care how
100%.
much you spend here. We're not going to let you run an
Hmm.
event. And I get that too on their end. However, the communication was terrible. We got the okay for this 45 days out. Can you
Hmm.
imagine? 45 days out. So everything I'm telling you in between that, personal
Hmm.
lives, creator wise, you still have to be a creator, in the
Right.
midst of
Right.
setting all this up. It was absolute mayhem. I wish I handled it better. I could have done better for all of you as a community. However, we knocked it out of the damn park regardless.
I mean, if there were issues or areas that fell flat, I don't think us as creators or folks that came to see the creators got to see behind the curtain. So I think y'all did a great job. So
Thank you, Sean. And
yeah.
having all of you there is what's going to make the next one that much better because everybody wants to get their hands involved with it. All that's going to do
Hmm.
is help. I told you we get a lot further together. So by having,
Hmm.
reaching out to you and going, hey, Sean, can you? I don't even know, blah 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 blah. You know, do it. Or you come up with an idea for me and say, hey man, do you mind if I? And I have a banner guy. You mind if I talk to this guy and get him involved? Go, Sean,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
That was a big goal of that too, and it turned into that. Now I have 30 creators that want to put together this whole thing. It'll just be that much better.
Do we think that it's going to be a yearly thing or
Imagine putting this together once a quarter where we get paid as creators. I mean, that really should be the goal. And I
Mhm.
think as a group and as a community, we should hold out until that happens because now you see what 2 people can bring to the table. Imagine what 50 can. 50. Imagine what 50 creators who have touch and connection all across the land can make this happen. But however, you know, we need to get paid as creators. We can't be treated as gamblers. We have to be treated as creators because
Mhm.
those 2,000 people that were there were not there for us as gamblers. Plain and simple. They were there for us as creators. We need to get paid as creators.
I get that. I do. Um, I'm wondering, you know, the impact of that, right? Because like from Foxwoods lens, we got our rooms. A lot of us got meal credit. We got comped other ways.
Yep,
We got the VIP dinners and the open bars and all those other things. So per person, there was still an expense for Foxwoods to have us there, right? So,
absolutely.
what is that trade off, right? We got
Right.
to have a great weekend. We got to meet our followers. We got our own exposure. Uh, but yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's like, what is that threshold for when do we turn off the gambler and turn on the creator and get paid for our work too? So,
It needs to be on both ends. Yes, give us
mhm.
our gambler stuff like you usually should. That should never change.
Right,
You should
right,
be treated as a gambler in
yeah.
that sense. You give me whatever when I come here. Okay.
The comps
What do
that
you
I
give?
was gonna get anyway. Right,
Right. What are
right.
you giving me as a creator? Don't use that as your, oh, I got you approval of the film. Yes, it used to be like that, Sean.
Hmm.
I was just so thankful to be doing this that I wasn't looking at it as a business. I was like, I just want approval of the film. That's it.
Right, right.
And I knew at some point, and I remember telling, people and executives, I said, look, I'm just looking for approval to film. I said, however, I'm not stopping. You understand I'm going to try to take this to the highest level I can. And at
Hmm.
some point, as a business, I'm going to have to ask you for money. I hope you know that.
Hmm.
I said that. And it came to that point with a couple of places and a couple of casinos, and they were like, we never had the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, are you serious? I just brought you a six-figure group pull on a December Tuesday. Are you joking me? I absolutely moved your revenue needle. We need to have a discussion before I ever decide to even come close to doing this again. I would be
Right.
stupid.
Right.
I would be absolutely stupid. Yes, at first, come on, that's how it happens with anything before it becomes big. Everything is free, everything is lower, everything is this and that. And then you see the potential and what it could balloon into. And you
Yeah,
would be stupid as a creator, to not make it sustainable for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it.
I agree. Do you think that there are creators in our field that are getting some of those brand deals or partnerships with casinos to record in their facilities?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think so?
I mean, I don't know if it's more for that or more for, they're coming to film there, you're getting that advertising, but not
Right.
more of a
We're
but
back at
not
Cosmo. We're back at Foxwoods. We're
not
back
more
at
yeah,
blah blah blah.
not
Yeah.
not more of a contract thing, but more of a, and hey, these are high established channels, that
Mm.
deserve them, and they spend, they absolutely deserve to get paid to walk into a casino. That's what it should be.
Mm.
However, I know some of their numbers still doesn't match. They should be getting twice as much, three, four
Mm.
times as much with their followings, with their views. They know that. You talk to all those creators, none of them would are satisfied with whatever number that they get from the casino. I know they're not, because they spend three, four, five times that, and the outreach between views. How many people see that guy A is at Hard Rock in Tampa right now? Come
Mm.
on, man. They should be getting
Yeah.
paid more. We should all be getting paid as creators a lot
I
more.
agree. I agree. I have a hard time accepting that myself, right? Because I'm like, who am I? I'm some like dweeb on the street, like no one essentially in this field. Uh, but also my time, the things that I do create, like the promotion that I do, like tangentially provide by saying where I am or where I filmed, or if I post a jackpot, like where the jackpot was from, like that all has value, right? You can't pay for free
Absolutely.
advertising, so
Absolutely.
um, I get it. I get it. It's a hard algorithm, I think, to break. So.
It is. It's the people we need to break, which stinks, but it'll happen. It's
Mhm.
starting to happen. We have
Mhm.
this younger generation going into marketing, and they love what we do. Or you have people who are fans of us that are going into those positions. And, look, who's it going to be? Who is going to be the next person to break through that ceiling? Whatever boss they have to talk to, because that's all I hear is, oh, we can't break through that ceiling. Who's going to be the person to break through that ceiling and become famous from it? Where every one of us are going there, we're getting paid, the casino is profiting, YouTube's going up. Like, who's
Yeah.
going to be the first person
Yeah.
to see the damn light from everything that we do? You can have 5 subscribers to 5 million subscribers. It doesn't matter, because you're going
Mhm.
to get views. You're getting, I don't care how small you are, you're getting 100 views. You're getting 100 views from somewhere I wasn't getting 100 views. So now
Mhm.
when we put that together for
Yeah.
casino, whatever, they're getting 100% of it. Are you dumb? Who is in charge of this? That
Mhm.
isn't seeing what could happen from what is possibly going to happen. We're all going to hit $1 million jackpots. What do you think's going to happen when we keep going there? We're
Yeah.
going to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna give it
Take
back then
care
some.
of
We're
us.
gamblers. So.
Take care of us. Sean, if I'm
Yeah.
coming to your casino and I ask
Yeah.
you for 2,000, I'm going live tonight, something I never do. I'm doing $10 spins or plus. Give me $2,000 in free play. Do you know how much longer that stream is now because you gave that to me? And look where it's going. What's it going to turn into? Like I said, a $10,000 jackpot. Guess what's going to happen later that night? I'm going
Right.
to take that 10,000 and film more content for my channel, which I have to do.
Mhm.
Am I missing something here? I'm not high IQ or anything, but I like maybe I'm the one that's out there because I'm not understanding. this. Like, doesn't that all make sense what I just said? Do you not see plus 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 from that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
People.
mean, I think that there it goes back to, the different probably liabilities and insurance issues, and the gaming commissions all have their hand in different things as well. But I know Foxwoods took a big gamble, I think, on this event, and
Ah,
I think that
nice.
they
Play on
should.
words.
uh, I'm around dad jokes literally all the time, so they just come out casually sometimes. But I feel like they probably deserve some credit here, right? And taking the first step in acknowledging
Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
creative power that could come from an event like this. Because I haven't stopped talking about it. I talked to other creators, like how did you get involved? Like who did you reach out to? Who connected with you? All this stuff. And like you said, there are lists and lists and lists of people that want to be involved in an event like this. So kudos to Foxwoods for acknowledging that. Do we think that moving forward, if this were to happen again, that Foxwoods would be the host destination again, or do we
I
think
We'll
that we're
see.
moving on?
They seemed very welcoming to have it. I mean, you know, if you were looking around, there were very important executives there, watching and looking. Luckily, I happened to know a couple of them from when we were sitting at dinner setting this up. Ended up standing, with one of the guys going, well, what do you think? And him going, I can't believe how long the line is out there. And I mean, Handpay's videographer took a video of it. I have it on my phone actually, Sean. I should send it to you, of the
Yeah, please.
line from start to finish when it was at it went into the casino. And then
Mhm.
you have other people not even knowing this is going on and finding out like at that moment, go, wait, who's here?
Yeah.
And then you're picking up those people as well. It
Yeah, they had
was
people walking with QR codes for tickets up and down that hallway to just,
nuts.
bring them in too. It was awesome. Um, I remember at one point, I think Chris walked by and he said something around 2,000. Like that's what the number of
Yeah,
tickets that were out, and I was just
yeah.
like, for little old me, I love it. One of the questions I've been asking creators, and it's one of the questions I get most often in my inbox, is what is life outside of the casino for you?
Great question. Well, I used to like to do a lot more stuff than I currently do now, as my body is breaking down and I'm getting older. So, for the last, I mean, let's cut out these last 2 years. But even while I had a slot channel, man, I played from age 19 to age 35. I played 7-on-7 full contact tackle football in a league. It's a pretty big league now too. I'm talking about if you and I went outside and were stupid enough to throw a football around and tackle each other at full speed, like we were getting paid for it, which we didn't. So that's one of my passions is football, top to
Hmm.
bottom, man. Um, that ballooned into me coaching. I ended up coaching seventh and eighth graders in football for about 10 years. I just retired from doing that because now I want to coach my kid, who is now 7. I have 3 very young children and a wife at home who's saving the world with, nursing and all that stuff. So when I'm not doing exactly what I'm doing right now, I'm taking care of 3 children, laundry, cooking, all that stuff. Basically a stay-at-home dad while I do this. So it's this and fatherhood outside of can't play football anymore, so I'll coach it, live through my son, him playing baseball, sports. Thank God he's into it, because I was still an athlete. I still bowl. I'm a bowler. I'm a bowler, a chess player. Love playing chess, man. Haven't done that in a while though either. See, man, all these hobbies go away. This is my hobby. This is
Hmm.
my hobby, Sean. Getting to know all the creators out in the land, making it a better community. At home, every break that I take, I'm answering comments. I'm putting up a reel or a video or that 5 minutes that I get away from the kids when I'm, outside. I'll end up, doing exactly that. I'm working on my channel. I'm working on my
Hmm.
channel whenever I can. That's my hobby. That I enjoy. The gambling,
Yeah.
not so much. It's the content creation that I enjoy the most, getting better at it. Editing, listening to videos from when, from Slotica. You know how awesome it was to listen to those videos again, over and over with me and the boys and all the creators. That was awesome, man. I got to relive it again. So like
Hmm.
I do enjoy that part of it, and obviously answering comments and dealing with the community and the audience is awesome. I love that stuff. Look forward to that. That's a hobby. I consider that a hobby because I
I
enjoy it.
mean, your hobbies are the things that you nerd out about, right? And
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out all that you can about the creators and the slot community and everything. Like, that's a hobby. I love it. It's also work.
Yep.
It's also a job.
Yeah. Yeah. It
But,
is. I mean, when you
It's a good
explain this
job.
to anybody, they're like, "Wait, what do you do? That's freaking amazing." They're
Yeah.
like, "This is," and I'm like, "Listen, yeah, it is. It is. I'm not gonna lie. But when it's about content creation and you're
Mm.
on 4 hours of sleep, a Belvita bar through breakfast, you know what I mean? Barely eating lunch, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Losing your ass. It's not, yeah, I was in Vegas. Cool. Lost way too much money. How about
Yeah.
that, guys? Yeah, sounds awesome, right? But I do have to admit,
Yeah.
grass is greener, and it is pretty awesome when you look at it from the outside, man. Flying all over the place, having
Hmm.
you know, having beers and creating a friendship with somebody I would have never known if I didn't start this. That's awesome, man. You can't put a price on that. I'll always love that. So even if I stopped having a slot channel tomorrow, if I was like, NJ Slot Guy's done it, I'm not doing this anymore because I'm losing my ass or whatever it may be. Look at the friendships I made. Now I could fly down to Tampa because I'm still going to gamble. Like Sean, I mean, gambling has not retired. So
Correct.
why not come down to Tampa and meet some of the people that I've met while through my endeavors? That's pretty cool. Now I have that to look forward to, and that's why you can't put a price on it.
I recently asked Raja if he could not film content in a casino anymore, what would he start filming and creating content around instead? And his answer was food reviews. Do you have something that you
Interesting.
would do instead?
Yes, but it wouldn't be food reviews. What would it be? You know what I would do? You know what I would do, Sean? I would I would take you everywhere I went, so you could live my life because that's what people want too. I wish I did that more actually with my channel.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's a big drop off and you screw around with algorithms and stuff. If you try
Mm-hmm.
to do the same thing, on the channel, you'd have to create a whole new channel, to do that. I would love to do that. I would love to take you with me to Walgreens and see what kind of problems. Listen to me. I tell stories. You
So
understand the stories I tell. People don't believe. People do not believe it. However,
yeah,
Sean. However,
everyone
this is
knows
why.
your prescriptions. Everyone knows your.
However, Sean, like I said, I need this 2 hours, 3 hours with you in Vegas or whatnot. You talk to creators that have hung out with me, spent the night with me, and whatnot. Guarantee you, there's a story. I guarantee you,
Hmm.
there's something, and it always happens. And that's the thing is, nobody would ever believe me, if I told this story. Thankfully, I had somebody there. So I'm taking you with me
Hmm.
to Walgreens. You're coming with me to
Hmm.
see all the problems I run into at Stop and Shop somehow. I don't know how that becomes
Yeah.
a problem,
Yeah.
and you're going to come with me through my everyday stress and anxiety. You know what I mean? And that's what I think I would do. And that's funny that you mentioned Raja because he's here right now.
Is he?
Yeah,
I
yeah, he's
love
here.
that.
He's downstairs. I saw
I
him
thought you were
last
gonna
night.
like pull
Him
him on camera. He's like here right now.
surprise, staying quiet the entire time.
Yeah.
Here he is. No, yeah, he's downstairs. I saw him last night while he was live. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think I would. Uh, I don't. I have the question, but I don't have an answer to it. I probably music reviews,
Okay. Do you play something, Sean? Do you play any kind of instrument or something? Come on, man. Something's
just
there.
with hearts and minds, my friend. Just. I
That
do
was a good
not. No,
answer.
I
That
used
was a
to
good answer.
like sing and that kind of stuff, but no, I studied music industry, so production, promotion, distribution, marketing, management, legal issues, copywriting, all that kind of fun stuff. But I could never play. I did not
All
have the
right.
gift.
Give me
So
3 or 4 hours in Vegas now. Now the time went up. This just
yeah,
started a whole other thing, Sean.
I'll just
I
book an
couldn't be more
extra
interested.
day. Just add an
So
extra day to the trip.
I am obsessed with music. I wanted to play
Mhm.
every instrument when I was younger, but like you said, I didn't have it. However, like I couldn't read music, right? But
Hmm.
by sounds, it would take me 2 or 3 hours. But by
Mhm.
sounds, I would play the piano, from a song on repeat and try to mimic it and learn how to play it that way.
Mhm.
Because I couldn't, I couldn't read music. I don't know what to tell you. I couldn't do it. I didn't have it, whatever it may be, but I'm obsessed with it. The
Yeah.
piano, instruments, everything. You will
Mhm.
always hear me pointing out an instrument in the background of a good song or something where I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
did you hear the maracas? You didn't even notice that, did you? Just crazy stuff like that. I'm obsessed with music. I like music of almost every genre. That's why I said you could hear me. I'm singing Tupac, and I'm going to Andrea Bocelli. I'm singing some covers from Green Day. Then I'm singing Queen. Then you got me all the way back into the 1940s singing something nobody's ever heard of. So that's how much I love it on such a wide level, man. Obsessed with music. I really am.
I think that's
So I
our
appreciate it.
common things are gambling and music. So
Gambling and music.
true
Wait,
friends right here
we're
happening.
just getting started, Sean. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
We don't know where this road leads, my man.
Yep.
You know, I can't wait to
Absolutely.
see it. I can't wait to see it though.
Absolutely. I going back to the casino question, create your own slot machine. It would have to have a great soundtrack. It would have to have a killer soundtrack. Whether it's licensed music or brand new bangers that I create myself with my zero skills, it would have to have a great soundtrack.
Okay. However,
However,
soundtrack. Yeah. However, soundtrack machines give me a little bit of a problem when it comes to the old copyright YouTube. You know, a Frank Sinatra machine
mm,
was something everybody could have begged for me to play. I
yeah,
played it for him. The entire session was copyrighted. The entire
mm-hmm,
curse word session was, and it was like meant to be. Me and Frankie, like, come on, man, I'm gonna sing the songs for you. I'm gonna give you a background. You got to remember, this is Jersey stuff too. This isn't just
yeah,
Frank Sinatra. This is
yeah,
Jersey stuff.
yeah,
So it goes even deeper. I'll give you background stories of Frank Sinatra. You're gonna get all that, but
mm-hmm,
the people couldn't because the damn soundtrack, Sean. So
mm-hmm.
make sure your soundtrack is friendly for us creators. Otherwise, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play your machine.
They're gonna
I
just
can't do
all
it.
be Walmart versions of the songs, you know. They're just gonna
Love it.
be great
It could be you
value, Frank
singing.
Sinatra.
It could be you singing cover songs because you said you could sing. We're gonna get you to sing in Vegas. You want to go do
Yeah, there you
karaoke?
go.
We're gonna do karaoke. No, 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 no.
Frank Sinatra sounds version. Yeah, I'll do it. Done.
Top three favorite songs. Go.
Oh, absolutely not. We're not playing that game.
All right, fine. Do that in Vegas. 5 hours.
I don't do favorites. I don't.
You know what,
There's moods. I have moods, and I have
Sean? Sean, I appreciate. I thank you for that answer
hmm
because of all the times I've been asked top three, top fives, and I just can't do it. And I'm like, we got to
hmm
break this down. Top five
hmm
movies? Not gonna happen. Let's
No,
break it down. You know what I mean?
no. hmm
I'm glad that was your answer because you saved me so many conversations. Thank you, Sean.
You
That
can
was
just
it.
play this clip over again. Nope, not doing it.
Yep.
Nope,
Nope.
not
That's
doing
it.
it.
Love it. You went right to it. You're like, no, I'm
Yeah,
not doing that.
absolutely
Yep.
not.
Love it.
No.
I appreciate that, Sean. That was a fantastic answer. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks. Thank you. I hope all the people enjoy that. That was solid. A plus. I keep looking here and I should be
Thank
looking
you.
here. I apologize. That's the whole time.
No, you're good. I'm looking up away from you because I have a secondary camera here
But
that I
I'm
talk
looking
to.
at
But
you, but
yeah,
you're not the camera. So it's like, that's all
it's
right.
fine. It's all gonna look great online.
Good, 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 good.
We are coming to our hour or so, and I want to make sure that you have time to get back downstairs to be a degenerate. But before we do that, is there anything that you want to share that we haven't talked about with your audience or my audience? And then you can close out with where folks can find you online.
Okay. Well, for all of the people out there that have not seen it, we did not cover this. I just hit my highest jackpot ever. I hit a grand. I had a grand jackpot on a Buffalo machine. Guys, make sure you go check that out. The reaction is not great because I was in complete shock. I have never hit a grand in my life. I have never seen a grand in person happen. I've only seen it on videos. I've always thought it was that prayer. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But guys, please go check it out. Please go check out my Buffalo Grand Jackpot. And we could lead right into where you would find that. You could find NJ Slot Guy on Facebook and, of course, on YouTube. I'm on TikTok somewhere, but there's no TikTok and I are having a problem right now, but we'll keep that over there. I'm on Twitter. You never
Mhm.
know, guys. I will comment random stuff, random places. So if you're following me, guys, you want a little taste of life and stuff that I do, go follow all those pages. I don't think did I give you any of my links, Sean, to share? Probably not. Just look up
Yes, you
NJ
did. I
Slot
got
Guy.
them
I
all.
did. I do that. All
They'll be in
right.
this
See,
video. Yes.
I know I don't shut up,
Great.
Sean, but guess what? That's what it is. You asked for the brand of a machine. This is going to be the slot machine. She's going to talk to you
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
there it is.
the chair for the machine is gonna have like ankle handcuffs, and they're
Yeah.
not gonna be able to leave. It's just gonna be you talking to them the whole time.
Stay right here.
Yeah.
See, Sean, I'm sure people don't like me because of that. I talk too much. Hey, stick around in Vegas when I'm in the
Mhm.
general population. The general population is not a fan of me because I get excited for you if you're playing.
Yeah.
So I don't
Me
get
too.
that excited when I'm playing. But when I'm watching as a spectator of you, dude, of course I want you to win. Of course I do. So
hmm
I get a little, rah-rahs, this, blah,
Yeah.
blah. The
Yeah.
locals, they don't like it.
Gotta hype each other up. If we're not taking their money, someone's got to, right? So
Aren't we all, again, aren't we all in this together? We're all in the casino. Or shouldn't we all be cheering on each other? Imagine if we had a cheering section. It would be a great time. Why? What is
hmm
wrong with everybody, man?
yeah.
Come on, people. See the light, man. Like, I am not an intelligent individual by any sense, but I get this. I get this.
hmm
Can the rest of you get it,
hmm
please? Sorry, Sean. We were supposed to close out like
No,
five
you're
minutes.
good. You're good. This is the extra bonus reel. I love
Blooper
it.
reel. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you
Right.
hanging out with me for the past hour. If folks aren't following NJ Slot Guy, you can go ahead and do so. Links will be below this video. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having me, Sean. I appreciate you reaching out, man. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of yours, of course. You see me commenting on your stuff, so I love what you're doing. Slots with Sean. Make sure you're following. I think